Hey guys, I want to welcome you guys for joining us today. Now, our workout today is going to be specifically designed for core. That being said, this is also going to be helping you guys in terms of your breathing techniques that we've discussed in many of our other videos. So just keep that in the back of your head that we're really focusing on a lot of our breathing, and as well as this exercise is going to be about, or this whole workout routine is going to be about 30 minutes in duration. So it's not going to be an easy one to perform. So take your time with it. Focus your breathing as much as possible. And you might want to have a glass of water nearby just because your throat might feel a little bit parched just from all the breathing that you'll be doing. So just keep that in the back of your head. For our very first exercise, we're going to be performing a high plank. 2 sets for 60 seconds, and we'll have about 30 seconds of rest here. Now, remember, you're just focusing on that breathing, and we'll go ahead and get started here. You want to keep your arms straight, push the ground beneath you, so the side of the rib cage, and your legs can either be shoulder length apart or they can be together. The main focus here is pulling your navel up towards the ceiling and letting your hips slightly move, or slightly lower than your upper body. So your knees should be bent just a little bit, and then just focus on breathing from 3 points: from the belly, diaphragm, through the chest, and then you're gonna exhale down from the chest, diaphragm through the belly. And you want to make sure you're sucking the air in as much as possible through the mouth, and then exhaling as long as you can with as much force as you can do at the same time, so you can feel your stomach clench and work. Now I'm going to let you guys focus and keep going. Go ahead and rest. Nice work. All right, so we got about 30 seconds on the clock. Once again, just to reiterate, during this whole process, focus on the breathing. Most of your breathing, almost all exclusively, should be coming through the mouth. Now, if you don't do your breathing techniques here, you won't feel this that much on the core, and this should be a breeze. But if you're looking to get the best results possible, you want to focus on that breathing heavily. If you really want to see those inches come down and see that nice six-pack or flat stomach, trust me, this works. Great job, guys. Keep it going. Keep working hard. Don't let your body relax. Keep pushing the ground beneath you. Don't give an inch. Pull your head back so your head's parallel to the ground, and don't look up. Just keep looking straight down to the mat beneath you or the solid ground. Keep going. Go ahead and rest. Nice work. So for our following exercise, leg raises. A quick little description you guys can see on the left corner screen here, that you guys are going to lay face up, cradle the head, chin should be tucked towards the chest, and you can either do this with your legs fully extended or slightly bent. From there, when you're face up and you're in that position, you're going to raise your legs up towards your head and chest, and try to raise your hips off the ground. From there, you're going to exhale as hard as you can and lower them as you inhale. So when you raise your legs up, really exhale as hard as you can and as long as you can. Hold the peak and then let them slowly lower back down to the ground. Finally, and most importantly, try to keep your head and your shoulder blades off the ground. Don't let your head hold its own weight. Use your arms to hold your head so you have no neck strain. From there, I will let you guys focus. Great work. All right, so take a 30-second rest. We will begin again momentarily. Now remember, you want to focus on that breathing. Long breaths in, long breaths out. You want to match your timing with your legs and during this exercise with your breathing. All right, let's begin. As you're performing this exercise, just have your legs hover above the ground. Try your best not to let them make contact. Keep going. You're almost there. Rest. Excellent. Okay, so we'll be performing hip swings as our next exercise, just like you guys see on screen as a preview. Just want to lay face ups. You want to keep your shoulder blades on the ground, palms and arms 45 degrees down on the ground. From there, you're going to raise your legs either fully extended or bent, making your knees parallel to the navel and letting them fall to the left as you inhale. Exhale as you raise them up, pull them up towards the center, parallel to the hip, and then let them fall again and repeat. All while maintaining your shoulder blades being flat on the ground. If you want to make this a little bit more challenging, you guys can feel free to turn your head slightly towards the opposite direction that your legs are falling to, and then exhale. You always want to make sure you're exhaling long and aggressively. Now the main target here is feeling this on the obliques. You should feel this in the obliques, which is the side area, the love handles, and potentially on the center of your stomach, so the rectus abdominis. So just keep going, keep working, you're almost there. Rest. All right, let's begin. Now, as you guys are performing this, keep your chin tucked towards your chest. Now, you can see that my brother, if you guys, I know you guys are performing this exercise, but if you guys are mimicking what my brother is doing, he's made a little bit of a mistake here. He wants his chin tucked towards his chest a little more and not pushed up towards the ceiling. So that's a little bit of a fine detail there, but I just want to give you guys the best bang for your buck during this time. So do what you guys can here. You guys got about 15 seconds. Keep it going. 5 seconds left. And go ahead and rest, guys. Great job. That's a really tough exercise. I know that a lot of you guys must have felt that. So congratulations, that's a tough exercise. All right, so we're moving on to fetal position breathing. So you guys are gonna see on screen that my brother's on his hands and knees. That's the way we wanna start off this exercise. From there, you wanna then curl your spine towards the ground, keeping your elbows on the ground and placing both palms on the back of your head. You guys may begin. Now, you guys are gonna exhale, raising your hips up, pushing your shoulder blades down towards the ground, and exhale as long as you can. Then you guys will let your body collapse slowly and repeat. It should take you about 7 seconds to complete this one rep, because you want to push the ground beneath you, push your navel up towards the ceiling, And then exhale as long as you can with as much force as you can comfortably, and squeeze that core. So you should feel this all over the core. It should feel like a very huge clench. If you guys don't feel that too much, then I would recommend breathing longer, harder. If you guys still don't feel it, try placing your elbows either closer or further away and see if that helps. Remember, when you're raising your body up towards the ceiling, you're pushing your entire body up there, curling your chin towards your chest. You guys can go ahead and rest. Once again, most important thing, focus on your breathing. Let's begin again. Great work, guys. Keep it going. Almost there. 5 seconds. Work hard, guys. This is a tough exercise. I know you guys can finish strong. And rest. Great work. So, we'll be moving on. Our next exercise is going to be weighted twisting crunches. So what this is going to look like, as you guys see on the left corner screen here, our brother's face up. He has a weight. You guys can do this without a weight. He's going to keep his arms bent and his arms pulled up behind his head. His legs can either be straight or slightly bent, but you want your heels hovering above the ground. You're going to then bring one knee up as your elbows make contact with your knee. Gently, of course. And then you'll alternate. Remember to keep your chin tucked towards your chest and exhale as long as you can and hold that peak until you have no more oxygen left. If you want to make this a little more difficult, you can always twist your torso and bring your elbows on the outside of the knee, of whatever side that your knee is coming up on. Now let you guys focus and do your best. Great work. Keep your chin tucked in towards the chest at all times. If your head makes contact with the ground, that's not a problem. If your arms or hands make contact with the ground, that's not a problem, but you want your feet hovering above the ground. A 10-second warning. This is tough, but you guys can do it. Rest. Great work. For a day, every day, right, guys? Nice work. We'll get ready in about 15 seconds, give or take. Now, for anybody who's new and finds this a little too difficult, you can always do this with your legs on the ground. It's not a problem. Just do what you can to get by. All right, guys, let's... Sorry guys, I'm a little ahead of myself. So we have a minute here. Sorry, I lost track of that. All right, now we may get ready. And let's get started. As you're performing this exercise, try your best to get your shoulder blades off the ground. Keep it up, guys. Almost there. Rest. Excellent work. That's a tough one. Okay, so we're going to be moving on. Torsion control is going to be our next exercise. So everybody should have done this with me more than enough times to know it. But for anybody who's new, you're going to get into a high plank, so a push-up position where your arms are fully extended, palms on the ground, legs fully extended, with a slight bend. You're going to have your shoulder blades off to the side of the rib cage. Your head will be parallel to the ground. And then from there, you're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale. As you exhale, one palm will make contact with your shoulder. And then you're going to hold that position and then slowly lower your palm down back to its original starting position and then alternate. Now, you guys will be doing this for 1 minute with, I believe, 30 seconds of rest here. Yes, 30 seconds. So, do your best. Your core should be on fire and focus. Try your best to keep your hips parallel to the ground and keep pushing the ground beneath you. Don't just rest and hope that your arms will hold you up. Constantly use your shoulder strength, your arm strength to keep pushing the ground beneath you to get the best results possible. If this is too hard, do this on the knees. If it's still too hard, then I would recommend doing this elevated. Go ahead and rest. Let's go at it again. Push the ground beneath you. Don't let your hips sink too far to the ground. You want to pull the navel up. If the hips sink too much, pull them back up towards the ceiling, but not to the point that you're making a tent with your hips. Your hips should still be below your upper body. They should still be lower than the shoulder blades to make it simple, more simplified. Great work. You guys got about 30 seconds. So keep working hard here. You guys are killing this workout. Hang tight, guys. You're almost there. Push it a little further. Go ahead and rest. Excellent work. All right. So we will be performing elevated hip swings for our next exercise. Now this exercise is going to be about 45 seconds, so it's going to be a little shorter than the others. So if you guys have something to place in between your legs to start, you're going to have, like say for example, a ball or anything else. From there, place both legs together on one side. So we'll start off with your right, and then you're going to swing your legs up over top of that object and let your legs hover above that, and then keep alternating. You want to bring your feet up as high as possible, and every time your legs move up, you want to exhale. Keep the chin up rather than down towards the chest. So this will be a little bit of the opposite. As your legs are moving their way back down to the ground, inhale as best you can and let your legs hover above the ground. If they do make contact with the ground, that's okay, but try your best not to let that happen. If your legs are too close, so for example, if they're too bent and your knees are too close to your chest, you will feel this in the hip flexors. So having your legs a little straighter should help on focusing more attention on the core. The hip flexors will be a part of this exercise, but you want there to be more tension on the core. So just keep that in the back of your head. And remember, focus on your breathing. That is so paramount. You want to make that a priority here. Keep the chin up, don't let it tuck. To make it simple, just look at the corners or look at the ceiling. Go ahead and rest. We got 30 seconds of rest here. Hopefully you guys notice your core is burning as much as my brother and myself when I perform this exercise. All right, let's get ready and let's begin. Keep the chin up, keep your palms on the ground, and try to get those legs up as high as possible. Exhale every time they move up. Keep it going, guys. Push it. I know this is hard. I know you guys are struggling, but you guys can do it. You guys got about 10 seconds. Hang in there. Just a little further. And rest. Perfect. All right, catch your breath. We're gonna have a little bit of time. We're gonna be moving on to toe touches. So this is an exercise we've all done in the past here. If you guys have done some of our other videos or have worked with me in the past, for anybody who's new, I'll just explain it real quick. You're gonna lay face up. You guys will have your legs fully extended and feet pointed towards the ceiling. Legs will be bent or they'll be fully extended, whatever your body will allow. From there, you're gonna keep them in that position the entire time. From here on out, you're gonna have your hands in a Frankenstein stance, meaning that your hands will be straight and you're gonna point your fingertips towards the ceiling. You're gonna have your hands overlapping one another as your feet and your legs should be together. Tuck your chin in, suck the air in through the mouth until you have a full set of lungs, and then exhale as you reach towards the ceiling, getting your shoulder blades off the ground. Keep exhaling and hold that peak until you have nothing left, and then make your way back to the ground, having your shoulder blades and head make contact with the ground gently, of course, and then repeat when you have another full set of lungs. So you guys can go ahead and get started and do your best. This is a tough one, but this is one of the best core exercises around. Good job, guys. Reach for the toes or reach for the ceiling. If this is too hard for any newcomers here, you guys can always keep your feet flat on the ground and knees bent. And you guys can do it that way, and that's not a problem at all. For anybody who's a little bit more advanced or can handle this, keep doing what you're doing and just focus on that breathing techniques. But aside from that, yeah, man, do your best. All right, go ahead and rest. So you guys will have about 60 seconds to catch your breath. If you're feeling a little parched, it's a good idea to have some water. As just a friendly reminder, because with all that breathing, you guys will feel a little parched more than normal. If you guys feel a little lightheaded, that's okay, don't worry about it. If you need to take some time, pause the video to really get back on on your feet to be able to perform these exercises, please do so. If it feels just like a light little bit of lightheadedness, notice that is normal, like I said earlier on in the video. It's just that you're not used to all that oxygen, focusing on breathing this much. But as you guys perform these routines more regularly, you guys will become more accustomed to it and it won't feel this extreme. So just keep that in the back of your head if you are experiencing that. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. go ahead and get started. This is it, guys. This is your final round. This is your final exercise. So really dig deep and really push hard for it. Great job. Hang in there. You're almost there. Finish strong, guys. Great work. Awesome work, guys. That was a fun workout. I just want to thank everybody who's tuned in today and any newcomers that tuned in. I want to thank you all for the wonderful feedback you guys have given me and my brother. It really does go a long way. We put our heart and soul into this, so thank you so much. And I really want to thank you guys for continuing to stay on top of your fitness and continuing to work hard during this time that we're facing here. So thank you so much. My name is Ramon, and this guy on screen is my brother. His name is Will, and we both thank you so much for tuning in. And have a great night, and God bless. See you guys.